Perfect. So today is Monday, July 26th, 2021. And today on our manifestation mindset call, this week we are looking at leveling up your manifestation skills. So I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. So if you are here live, go ahead and type 888 in the chat today. We are manifesting abundance. 8 has the energy of abundance, of money, of wealth, of good luck, prosperity. Perfect. Okay, we got some 8s from all over the world. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for sharing your abundance with me. This is what we do when we see 8s everywhere. The 8s are being allowed into our life when we ask for them. When we ask for something, we allow it to show up. And that's what manifesting is. Be clear with what you are asking for. I'm looking for 888s. And then allow it to show up, right? And same thing goes with your life, with your business, with your family, with your relationships with others, and your relationships with yourself. So I just want to have you guys reflect here for a moment. These bangs are new, so I'm like, it's weird. I'm just getting used to it. And that's what manifesting is, right? It's change, and then it's allowing the change to happen, and then allowing the change to settle where it does, and then being able to move forward and allow that new thing into your life. It's silly right now, but anyway, I want you guys to reflect on what it is that you are manifesting. Okay, right now, today, July 26th, or whenever you are watching this replay, what are you manifesting right now? And have that vision of what that is in your mind. Go ahead now for a couple seconds. Find it, pin it down, get really clear with it. Okay, and then get one more layer clearer than what that is. Just turn up the dial on that clarity piece. And when you get to that space where you know exactly what it is that you want to manifest, I want you to now step into the feeling space of what you're going to feel here when that thing finally manifests into your life. Okay, so do that. Yeah, feel that. And just hold it. Like you can mentally or you can physically like grasp it in your hand and just have that feeling in your hand. And you can put it in your pocket. You can put it on the desk right in front of you. If you're driving, you can put it on your dashboard and let it be your guiding, kind of like your GPS. But today I really want to focus on the feeling, right? Because the feeling is the thing that's hidden underneath the thing that we want. We want the thing because it's going to make us feel better, right? It's going to make us feel good. It's going to make us feel abundant, free, joyful, happy, all these things, right? That's why we're manifesting something. That's why we're calling in change, because we want to feel different. We want to feel better. What's up, Antonella? We got Italy in the house, you guys. Go ahead and turn on your cameras and wave. Turn on your cameras and be present. These calls are for you. And I just want to see you guys, because then we could like do fun things. Hey, Denise! You've got, you guys, this girl, she's like Carmen Sandiego. I don't know where she is right now, but I'm so excited that she's here. So thank you for showing up. Okay, guys, go ahead right now. Actually, let's do this. We've got a nice, beautiful number of us. If you are not driving, I want you guys to go in the chat right now and type in where you are logging in from, where you are tuning in from today. Monday, July 26th. Go ahead and type in the chat where you are in the world. Yeah. Because even though it's 11:10 a.m. right now in Hawaii, it is different times everywhere else, but we get to share this present moment together. And isn't that so cool? All right, let's see. So we got Mel in Kauai. Actually, Kauai, you guys, if you, I'm learning about Hawaiian history too. We got Kauai, we got Miami, Honolulu. Oh, Mexico. Okay, you're there. Kailua, UK, Rioni, and Maui. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am so grateful to have this space and share this space with you guys. Manifesting is just pure magic. And when we get to collectively put our energy together, look what happens. We get to bring the world in on this journey with us. And right now, you guys, it is 11:11 a.m. in Hawaii. So go ahead right now and type 11:11 in the chat to everyone. Make sure that this message is going out to everyone. This message of 11:11 being shared with the world right now. We are all stepping forward into this open gate, this open doorway, this gateway into what's next, what's in front of us. And as us being the conscious creator of our life, we get to choose. My husband and I were talking about this morning. We get to choose which direction we go when we move forward. Do we move forward in light? Do we move forward in truth? Do we move forward in alignment of what's ours and what we want? Or do we look at the darkness, the fear, what we don't want? What are we focusing on? Okay. So right now, 1111, anytime you see repeating ones or specifically four ones together, it's like a doorway that's opening. So you get to walk through right now on this call with us, with me, with you, and choose. Okay. Today we are focusing on leveling up our manifestation skills. So be careful what you wish for, because the universe always says what? The universe always says yes. Okay. The universe always says yes. So write that down. The universe always says yes. So you can say, the universe always says yes. So I'm going to get clear with what I want. Yes. Choice, for sure. Everything's a choice. Write that down too. If this is your first call with me, the way that these calls go is I let the information come and then I share it with you. And that's what happens as when I step into the space of being an intuitive channel for you to share the messages. And then also coming from my background of being a divine purpose coach, I get to see you as a human. I get to see you. Yes, you have roles. You're a mom, you're a business owner, you're a daughter, you're a wife, you're this, you're that, you have this job, you have that job. Yes. And before all of that, you are a being. You are a conscious being who is here to make an impact in the world. You're here to step into your best version. Empowering leaders is all about pulling that leader inside of you and empowering that to come out and play and do what you came here to do. You're here to be you. Period. Let's do that. I am here to be me. Period. Go ahead and write that down and I will type it here for you. I am, and capital A for am. I am here to be me. Capital M-E. I am here to be me. Write that down. I'm here to be me. You're not here to be me. I'm here to be me. And I'm not here to be you. You're here to be you. Okay. And in this life, we walk down our journeys. And right now they're crossing. They're passing and we're going, hey. Okay. And in this way, we get to support each other. And sometimes our path will go like this. And I'll be gone from your life and you'll be gone from mine. And you're going to do your thing and we're going to cross again. Hi, Denise. This is us right now. And we're like, hey, how have you been? Right? It's been a while. So, the most important thing to do in your life when you're looking to level up, when you're looking to expand, when you're looking to become this better version of yourself that you know exists somewhere, is to stay consistent with that. Stay consistent with you. Don't lose yourself to all the shoulds, the haves to, the need to, because all that's going to do is slow down your manifestation. When we listen to the outside world of what's right and what's wrong, we push away opportunities and we go, oh, but I can't do this thing because that, and well, my mom says this, so I really should do this. And then when I was little, I grew up with this belief, so because of this, and I can't do that. And then you end up not living your life. You end up trying to please everybody, and you end up trying to just create something to make other people happy, but that's not your job, right? Remember this, happiness is an inside job. And that flies around everywhere, but this is how it all intersects. So as we are stepping into becoming a master manifester, becoming more and more successful with the manifestations coming into our life, whether it's money, relationships, success, anything like that, it all comes from, it has to come from a clear space from within. Okay. So this is what we're doing today. Leveling up our manifestation skills. And so the biggest one, and I want to share this one with you guys, is called, Abraham Hicks and Esther Hicks. They call it the art of allowing. The art of allowing. They used to call it the science of allowing, I think. And then they were like, it's not really science because everybody's unique. Everybody has their own stories, their own pasts, their own blocks, their own traumas. And you can't do a cookie cutter calling in when the foundation is different. Does this make sense? Type yes if this makes sense. So what we're stepping into right now is looking at the art of allowing. Okay, good, perfect. The art of allowing. And so what I'm going to share with you today, it's like general information, kind of, and then you make it yours. So um, this is how today's going to work. Okay, and really, it's the art of allowing. So to get into that space where we are more clear with who we are and who we're not, we're going to do what's called the ground and center. This is a technique that I do with my clients and in my group coaching and all those really fun coachy things that I do as a manifestation coach, divine purpose coach. If you're driving, that is your number one priority. Stay alive and keep everybody else around you alive as well. If you are at home sitting at a desk or wherever, I'm going to have you do something a little bit unique. We're going to lean to one. We're going to lean to both sides, one at a time. Lean to one side. Get your thigh flesh, open it up. Go to the other side, lean over. And what we're doing is we are creating a solid foundation. You're going to sit on your sit bones. And we are going to ground ourselves in our body. And by doing this, we release the mind so that we can focus on what we're here to do just for 2 minutes. Okay. So go ahead and when you're settled, join me here. Close the eyes and allow the space to come. And as I'm the host and I'm the only one with sound, if you hear anything on my end, like a doorbell or something, allow the sounds from my side to invite you to go deeper into your space as a practice for distractions that happen in real life. Okay. So together we're going to take 3 deep breaths with our eyes closed. Inhale through the nose and release out the mouth. We're going to focus completely on the air right now. Breath number 2, inhale through the nose. And release out the mouth. We're moving that air. Everything is energy. Inhale through the nose. Breath number 3. And hold at the top. And slowly exhale out the mouth. Focusing in on your center, whatever that means to you. And breathe into the space that is there within. What you focus on grows, so allow the space within you to expand. Yeah, you're doing it. I know it's weird, but you're doing it. Okay, now one breath to lock that in. Inhale through the nose. Focus on that space. And release into that space. Let it expand a little bit more. Okay, there. Yes. Okay. Woo! You got it. Now that you have it, you can always come back to it. Now that you have it, it is already yours. Now that you have it, it already exists. So together, as we have all expanded from within, let's go ahead and take a collective deep breath in through the nose. And audible sigh, release out the mouth with me. Perfect. All right, I just feel like I leveled up right now. I want you guys to open your eyes and type in the chat how you are feeling right now after that really cool, expansive ground and center. Go ahead and type in that. I'm going to say, what did I say? I feel like I will let these guys in here. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see where we are. Refreshed, relaxed, calm, happy, centered. Okay, perfect. Yes. And that's the magic of taking 3 deep breaths. Honestly though, okay, I'm gonna be real right now. They're telling us right now to keep our breaths to ourselves, right? They're telling us to wear this thing that covers our nose and our face and our expression. Can you hear me? They're telling us to do this right now because why? Because when we actually breathe, what happens? So just think about that. Okay. We're here to rise above. Yeah. We're here to call in that new earth, that higher reality that exists for us to live. We're not here to repeat the past. We're not here to just keep saying, yes, okay, I will comply to whatever you say. We're actually here to let the old structures, beliefs, patterns, paradigms fall away, because if this is happening, this thing that we're doing, whatever this is, this thing that's there that we see right here, this is happening, but this is here, and this is not allowing that, but we're going that way, then like what needs to happen? Seriously, what needs to happen? If we're going that way and this is keeping this from happening, this has to fall away. It has to. It has to. Like they say, you can't do both. You can't press on the gas and hit the brakes at the same time and expect to get anywhere, right? You can't eat 10,000 calories in a day and then do a run and then lose weight. Like, just mathematically, physically, energetically, caloric, all of that doesn't add up. So, same thing with whatever it is that you're manifesting. If you're manifesting money, abundance, wealth, freedom, financial freedom, right? All of that. And you think you want to do that with a belief that says that you're not good enough to have X amount of money, or I'm not like that, or rich people are mean. Okay? And we're done. Thank you for coming. No, just kidding. Seriously. Today we are stepping into the letting go, the releasing of the opposite of what it is that we want. Yeah. So I brought my good old friend, the Manifest Your Desires book by Esther and Jerry Hicks. And what I'm going to do today is just take a page from this book. That looks good. And let's see what we got here. And we're going to use this as part of our lesson. So we got 172 and 173 here, and I'm going to read both pages. Okay, here we go. How about I'll just let you read it with me. Let's do one page at a time. Can you see that? It's kind of bright, I know. 172. Once you are in control of the way you feel, you will enjoy it all. You will feel relief as doubts slip away and as the secure feelings of well-being replace them. I'm sorry, but that just says, no, I'm not sorry. I'm excited. This is saying that when you release the doubts, security shows up. And that's just so aligned. So if you want to write this down, the statement is, once you are in control of the way you feel, you will enjoy it all. Once you are in control of the way you feel, you will enjoy it all. And I've touched on this before, but emotions are energy in motion, and everything's energy. So if you're feeling not good enough, right? If you're not feeling like you're good enough to, we'll just do money because this is the theme of a lot. If you don't feel good enough to have, let's just do an even $1 million. If you don't feel like you're good enough to have $1 million, or you can't, or it's too hard, or I'm not that kind of person, or whatever it is, whatever the belief is, and you tap into how that belief or that thought makes you feel, having that belief gives you permission to feel a certain way. Okay, so you're basically carrying, I've never said this before, you're basically carrying doorways or gateways to certain heavy feelings. Whoa, this is cool. So okay, so a belief is like people don't me turn into millionaires. How about that? People like me don't turn into millionaires. That's just not, I don't do that, right? So I don't have a prop. Here's a notebook. Here's my notebook. I'm taking my notes. Okay. This belief that I have here says people like me don't turn into millionaires. So, you know, I walk around and I'm carrying it everywhere I go. It's kind of heavy. It's kind of awkward because I hold it like this, and that's just, but that's just how it's held. That's it. That's it. That's it. So I'm walking around my life and I'm meeting new people and I'm like, hey. And then, you know, my wrist gets tired, but I'm like, well, I have to carry it because I've carried it this far. Might as well just keep going. And then you get to a point and I'm like, but I want to be a millionaire. But this thing tells me that I don't, or I can't, and I don't. And so because I have it, I'm going to lean on it and then allow myself to feel that way, to feel not good enough. So if I don't want to feel not good enough, what's the fastest way for me to not feel that way anymore? I'm going to ask you guys to answer this in the chat. If I don't want to feel not good enough, what is the fastest way for me to get rid of that feeling? Yes. Woo! Denise gets a point. Release it. Let it go. Let it fall to the ground. Let it break. Let it crack. Let it crash. Let it make a big splash. Don't even care what it does, because it's like you're in a hot air balloon. You have to let go the sand bag or whatever. I've never been in one, okay? But you let it go, you're not there anymore. That doesn't matter. The effect of that action is what matters. The effect of you letting that go is going to allow you instantly rise like 10 feet. And that's the point, right? Because you're probably trying to save your life if you're doing that. Like, get me out of here, I'm going to hit the building, or get me out of here, I'm going to hit the ground. This is what you have to do when you're manifesting, when you are serious about being in the driver's seat of your life, when you know that, well, shit, I have to do this. Like, there's nobody else who could do this for me. Yeah, yes. This is what empowerment is. It's you realizing that you have the power within you to do what needs to be done. There's no more relying on anybody or anything outside of you, parents, significant others, the government, your parents, did I say that? Society. There's none of that anymore. Okay, here's something right now. This new world that we're walking into, okay, actually, we're not walking into it, we're like flying into it. This new world that we're like flying into, it's literally like in the Matrix, like red pill or blue pill. And everybody on an individual level has to make the choice and has to be firm and clear with what their choice is now. Okay, am I going to create this life for myself and leave this legacy that I know that I'm here to leave? Yes or no? If it's a no, then okay, that's your choice, and be good with that choice. Okay, whatever it is, growing your business, growing your family, taking that trip, right, getting into that relationship, getting married, becoming a millionaire, whatever that thing is for you, choose it, own it, live it. Where's my pen? Choose it, own it, live it. And when you get to the point, when you get to the point where you know that all that's left for you is to choose, you will know what to do based on how those options make you feel. Yes. Okay. So we no longer have to rely on our head. That's outside of us. We no longer have to rely on our thoughts and our mind, because all that stuff comes from the past. And if you want to dive deeper into this, we're not going to do this today, but if you want to dive deeper into it, drop your email. I will send you a link to my 5-day manifesting money challenge where I dive into all of this stuff about like mindset and different things. So just know, very high level, just know that the thoughts that you have are based on the past, all of them. Our minds are like filing cabinets, and it takes in the information and then it stores it away in different folders and drawers and stuff. And when triggers come, when opportunities come, when changes come, that's when the filing cabinet opens up and it's like, hey, remember all of this? And most of it doesn't apply, because what you're looking at is the future. So how can the past apply to the future unless it's a cycle or a pattern that's being repeated? In that case, you look at it, but don't take it as advice, because if you took the past as advice, then you would just repeat the same thing over and over again. Take it as, oh, that's what happened last time when I did this and then this happened. Okay, I'm going to do something different. No matter what the voices say, you are the one always in control. And because everything is energy and emotions are energy in motion, you get to choose how you feel, always. As long as you continue to rise up to you in the present moment, and you remember that you're the powerful one, and you remember that you're the one creating your life, when you're in that moment of frustration, feeling off, feeling overwhelmed, just remember that stuff has been programmed into you, and it's trying to keep you there so that you don't become the millionaire. Because to the past, becoming a millionaire is scary. We don't do that. No, you're not good enough. No, we don't do that. No, that's not for us. No. But you want that. So you have to be like, okay, I see what you're doing. I appreciate it. However, we're not going that way anymore. We're going this way. You're either coming or you're not. So I'm going, and you can choose. And you talk to your voices like that. Talk to your mind like that, because you're not your mind. You're the infinite creator, the one that can tap into how you feel and allow what you want to show up. I forgot some water today. That's pretty intense. So you guys have some water. Yeah, how are you guys doing? I want to know where you guys are as far as like with the letting go, what questions you guys have. I feel like there might be something missing unless it's all good. I want to know how else I can help you with this piece of letting go and allowing today, because that's how we level up. We let go what's heavy. We let go fear-based beliefs, thoughts, ideas, stories, emotions. We let those go, and just potentially even just knowing that that's something that you have to do and that only you can do will be helpful. Okay, let's see. What are some of your processes to let go? Okay, yes, great. Let's see. What is something I let go recently? Oh, okay. So, and I don't know if this applies, but I'm gonna just share an example. So I used to have this need to be right. You just always have to be right, and everything that comes out of my mouth has to be right. I was smart growing up, so like when I open my mouth, it's because I'm right. So there's that. And then another one of I need to please everybody. So I need to make sure everybody's taken care of. I need to make sure everybody's happy first, because that makes me happy. So I need to take care of everybody. And then once everybody's taken care of, then I'm good. I had to let that go. And then the third one was, well, let's start with those two, because they overlap. So the first one was I have to be right. Um, so for me, it was about learning about the ego. So if you want to really dive into letting go, it's just learn about the ego. So Google ego, look up videos on the ego, look up Instagram posts on ego or ego death. And how that helped me is I realized that that need to be right wasn't my need, but it was the ego's need. So the ego needed to be right. I didn't need to be right, but the ego would like basically put wear me as a costume, okay? And so I felt like I had to be right and I had to be the smartest and it had to be me. And so when I realized, oh, wait, what? That's an ego thing and I'm not the ego? Okay. Then it made me question more about the ego. And the more that I learned about the ego and its needs, its wants, its tendencies, I was able to separate myself from that specific tendency, that need, and know that whenever I felt it, like, "Ah, I have to be right, was if I continue to want to be right, then I am continuing to live an egoic life. I continue living a life that's not mine. I am instead living my ego life. And that's not what I'm here to do. So that was one of them. And then the process for the other thing of like taking care of other people before I took care of myself or taking care of other people because it made me happy. Um, that that is like there was an energetic transaction to it. So for that one, it was, and I talk about this too in my course. It's imagine, okay, you know, like a champagne tower, how there's like 100 on the bottom and then so many, and then each level up gets smaller and smaller, and at the very top there's only one cup at the top. So if you imagine that the cup of you is the top glass, and then everybody else's is like the bottom 100 glasses at the bottom. So what I was doing energetically was I was running around the tower pouring champagne. Okay, run out of the bottle. Okay, maybe get it. Oh, open it up. Okay, pour, go around, and then go around the whole thing. And maybe I had to use 10 champagne bottles, right? And I had to open them up and like make a mess and do all these things, but I had to keep doing it because when I took care of everybody else and I was happy, right? But energetically, when I did that, okay, so if you don't know, I have 3 kids under 4, I have a husband, I have parents, I have in-laws, I have clients, I have Instagram, I have business partners, right? So okay, if you think about it, how sustainable is that energetically? If this is a physical task, how sustainable is it for me to keep running around and doing that, where I would get the same effect of having all of the bottom cups filled if I just climbed the ladder and got an infinite champagne bottle and poured into the top cup that says my name on it and just watched it. Maybe watch some Netflix while I was doing it. Maybe heating up some food while I'm doing it. And then if I get tired, I can just change hands. But I can watch the champagne bubbling over and watching it fill all 100 cups with me just standing at the top of the ladder going like this. And for me, that was all I needed, was to see the difference in energy of output from myself to get the result that I wanted. Okay, so does that make sense? Samantha, I hope that helps. Because each thing that you want to let go, each block, each obstacle, each belief, each thought, there's like different structures, like they're built differently. So this is where working with somebody who can hold space for you would be really helpful, because then you can look at what's behind the thing that's blocking, right? Like in a physical sense? Is it held there with glue? Is it held there with tape? Is it held there with an like needle and thread? Is it there with a nail? Is it there with, you know, wood glue, super glue, Elmer's glue, right? So when you can go behind the thing and look, and you're like, oh, okay, I know how to move this. But if you're just sitting there like, oh, I can't, you got to get up and you got to look if you're ready, you know, if you're ready to move. So I hope you found this helpful. I'm going to move to the next question. How can you remanifest something you used to have? Is there a hack to realign with yourself when you get out of the way? Yes. Okay, Samantha, I'm glad that helped. And Denise, yes. I'm going to use money as an example because I feel like this has happened to so many people that I've talked to. And how we do one thing is how we do everything. Everything is a reflection of everything else. So, and in that example, how you take care of yourself and how you put your energy into yourself and your world is reflected in your finances, is reflected in your relationships, is reflected in your health, is reflected in your business. Okay. This is why everybody's saying put yourself first, self-care first, all of that first, because you are the common thread, the common denominator to everything else in your life. We don't live a life that's separated. That was the idea. That was the understanding before. Like over here with this person, I'm like this. But then over here in this group, I'm like this. Like, no, that's not how it is anymore. The veil is lifted. Again, we're walking into this new world where it's all about you. So how you show up for yourself is how you show up to the world, period. And we can talk about this all day long, but just know that knowing this is going to save you a lot of time, money, and energy. So focus on yourself and what you're here to do, and then everything else falls into place. So with that, an example of money, okay, let's say, oh, I used to make, you know, 6 figures, and then now I have like $1,000 in the bank or like $500, and I can't make it back, or I keep making money and then I keep losing money, and like I used to, and like now I can't, and it's just like, what is happening, right? So it's kind of that idea, Denise, kind of like that, like something, okay. So, or maybe like, you know, and then another example, it's going to be the same explanation, but it's like love. Like I used to be in a great relationship, and then now I have like all these sucky boys around me, and I can't find, like, why can't I just find like a nice guy? And I used to have a nice guy, and I just want, so there's something there, right? So it's a pattern thing. There's something there, like there was something that interrupted that flow, and now it's like trying to get back to where you were. But my understanding of this, now I'm just tapping it energetically, is that and this is for everybody, like the person that you are now, if you're trying to like remanifest anything, the person that you are now is a completely different person than you were when you had the thing before. And also the thing that you had before meant differently than it does now, even if it's the same thing. There's energy like patterns in different things, and as we walk forward in life, we get like imprinted with different stuff, right? So the same thing could be feeling completely different because we show up as a different person in every single moment, in every single day. So knowing this, it's about, okay, this is what's coming to me is forgiveness. So forgiving yourself for losing the thing. Oh, why I had such a great, why did I? Okay. Forgiving yourself for losing the thing. You didn't lose it. Forgiving yourself for allowing that thing to step out of your life. Forgiveness is like the mending glue emotion, where it just kind of heals everything. And so once that hole, let's say, is mended, and again, this is inner work, and money responds very quickly to inner work, let me tell you. Once you do the inner work, that thing, that money, that nice guy, that beautiful house, whatever it is, it's going to look at you energetically and be like, oh, it's safe to go there now because they were so angry before, and I don't like being around anger and fear. I don't like the doubt that they had. So they release the doubt, they release the fear, they release the anger. Oh my gosh, okay, we can go play. Okay, I need to pack my things because I know exactly where I'm going now. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Forgiveness, you guys, is such an underrated process because, okay, and I'm going to tell you when I grew up. So I grew up Roman Catholic. And when you did something wrong, when you sinned, you had to go into this thing called confession, which is like a little box. And the priest was like on one side of the box, and you were inside, there's like a wall. And you had to tell him what you did wrong. You tell him what you did wrong, and then he had to tell you how to fix it. But as a kid, you're like, okay, I have to, say this prayer this many times, and then like it's good. Okay, fine. Great. What they're trying to do with that process is help you make it right, help you clean up the mess, right? Like you drop the glass bowl in the kitchen, you don't just walk away and tell the world, oh, I broke a glass on my kitchen floor, I'm so stupid. No, you clean it up. You get a broom, you clean it up, you mop it up, you get rid of all the shards of glass because, ow, right? And this is what we have to do in our own life. But because how we do one thing is how we do everything, and now we're stepping into this new world, these concepts are new to most people. We don't realize that what we do in the physical is also going to manifest in the energetic and in the future. We are all connected. We're all connected. Me and you and me, you and yourself, and you and all the versions of you, you're all connected. So when you can forgive yourself, oh my God, this is such a good call. I'm so glad this is recorded. When you can forgive yourself, your past self, that's when you can merge and move forward as one. I've been getting chills like the past minute. And this is what the process of letting go does. When you let go those heavy emotions in yourself, that I'm so stupid. How could I? I knew better. That self-shaming, that self-guilting, that self-deprecating, that you're like putting rocks on your own like self. When you can stop doing that, that's when the abundance is going to be like, okay, they're done hurting themselves. That means they're not going to hurt me when I show up. So, okay, I'm going to go get ready now because they're ready. Yeah. I know this is like very far away from like building a business, right? But as a business owner, as a leader, as somebody who's doing something different than everybody that you know, right? I'm sure people think you're crazy for doing whatever it is. If you're on this call, you're already in the crazy world, and it's all good because people think I'm crazy too. When you're doing crazy stuff, it's because it challenges the beliefs of others, because they still carry all of these and they walk around like this all the time. And when they look at you and you don't have anything in your hand, you can actually like hang out and drink and have a snack at the same time. They're like, how are you doing that? You're like, how are you doing that? Okay, just know that you're the example, you're the leader. And how does a leader become a leader? People follow them. You are the role model. You are going to do things that people don't do because you're here to show them a new way to do it. You're here to show people a new way, and you're here to show them through the way that you show up for yourself. Yes. Okay. You are so welcome, Denise. That was such a great question. I just feel like, like a weight was released, and maybe it's a collective one. And like we shine a lot of light today. We shine a lot of light. So take a breath with me here. And release. And just know that anything that you feel is valid, always valid. Your feelings are always valid. And you're not alone. You look like you're alone, but you're not. You're not. Okay. Go ahead and type 1111 in the chat if you're ready to step forward into your new world, into your future, to become the conscious creator of your life, of your next chapter, the author of that. If you are ready to say yes to you, to let go of what doesn't serve you. We went over a few, examples today. And I'm doing this. Yes, to me, Jessie, yes. If you're feeling like this call has helped you, you were called here to receive whatever came through today. And if you are getting anything from these calls, share it. Share it. Share these calls with whoever you know needs to hear this too. Because we are rising together. I know that this is happening because it's already happening. We are here to create together and to create more space for more of this to happen. There's something called critical mass, and we are heading forward, straight forward towards it. So if you want to contribute to that forward momentum of rising above, of shining light, of stepping into our most abundant selves and life, share this call, share what you learned, bring people to this call. The more of us that are here breathing together and releasing at the same time, like, how quickly we can change the world with just being ourselves. And so for me, that is one of my visions, is bringing people together in this way, because we're so much more than we ever were before. Like, we're stepping into this. So with that, you guys, I just want to see you win. I just want to celebrate with you, all the little things, big things, all of it. We're all here together. And so I want you guys to just take this, put it into that expansive space within you that you created and stretched today, and know that you are infinite. Okay, so there's more room for more of this to come, and there is more where this came from. I'm not saying it's all gonna come from me, because we're all on our own journey. So be open to receiving. I know Mel had a picture that she sent in our group chat today with a rainbow, and today I was like really ready to receive a rainbow as a message, and I opened my chat and there it was, like 5 minutes before this call. So I'm like, okay, everything's lining up. And when something lines up for me, something lines up for you, because we are all connected. So just know that you are safe, you are supported, and everything that you want to manifest is already there. It's just a matter of letting go the brakes, letting go what doesn't serve this vision that we have, and it's all going to happen in divine timing. If you're looking for support, I'm here. I'm here on Instagram. I am on Facebook. I've got my challenge going. You can join that. Just let me know if you do. And I do one-on-one coaching sessions. So I am here and you are safe. And as long as you move forward in your path, you are magic. Yay! All right, you guys, we're going to end the recording and I will see you next week. Same time, 11 Hawaiian, 2 Pacific, and 5 Eastern. Love you guys. Happy manifesting. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.